Hey guys, welcome back to Behind the Apron podcast. I'm your host, Cassie, and this is Reality Check, Please. I just got out of the shower. I was getting in when I saw the first look drop for tonight's episode. We have two episodes left of Love Island, and I want to know your thoughts. Does anybody else feel that we are, or not we, production is kind of trying to rush the last two episodes? I feel that they went completely off script halfway in, and they are trying to kind of recover and realized that they have a lot more that they need to kind of show to tie it all together. We didn't get movie night. We didn't even get Casa Amor video text messages to see what the other casas were doing. We did not get the social media challenge, which, given the last few days, I am not a Huda fan. I wanted her and I was rooting for her at the very beginning of the season because she's a mom and I'm a mom. But that quickly turned for me when I saw her behave the way she did. And I did not agree with her. I still don't agree with her and how she's moving. And I think that it's kind of fair for us to say, us as moms, to kind of give in our 2 cents, because her excuse for everything and for her moving the way she's moving, like she told Ace in the villa, is because she's a mom. And so I take personal offense to that because as a mother, I would never move the way she's moving, but that's another video in and of itself. Regardless, I think that the reason that they didn't show the social media challenge is because of all the kind of like hate that these islanders have been getting. I don't agree with a lot of what the producers have done in keeping Huda in the villa. They got rid of Yulisa, they got rid of Sierra, but they can't get rid of Huda because of how she behaved inside the villa. It makes no sense to me. Like, does it make sense to you guys? These girls got kicked off for what they've done in the past and outside of the villa. To an extent, those same kind of standards need to be held within the villa. So it doesn't make sense for me for production to have kept her, much less kept her this long, and are trying to force a connection onto America. I know that she has a huge following on social media, which kind of brings me back to the fact that, like, from what I've said in TikTok videos, is that they casted a good handful of influencers, which I think is not how we had Love Island last season. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I never watched prior to last season, and I don't think that there were that many influencers. And I think that the huge reason as to why this season just flopped in and of itself is because they hired or because they casted a ton of influencers. And so they already had a mass following. They already had people wanting to come to their defense and like speak for them and defend them. And I think that that's where they kind of went wrong. That all being said, I think that they're now trying to rush the end of the season because, like I said, we never got Casa Amor, like the real Casa. We didn't get the social media challenge, like I said. Now the whole families are coming in, and I kind of wanted to touch a little bit about that. I think that this was kind of like a power move for them. It is one of the better things that they've done for the season, given how like the hatred has just become so outrageous online. These past 2 days have been very vile with the whole BuzzFeed incident, with the whole George Floyd memes going around. I think that it's so damaging to a specific islander. And I think that their fans are not realizing that when they're trying to come in defense of this one person, this islander is going to have to come into reality and pick up the pieces from her own meltdowns on the show. And then she's going to have to kind of do damage control because of her fans. I think that I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I just know that maybe having the families, all of them together, is a good thing. Does anybody else feel? I said this earlier. Now this season is feeling rushed. We have 2 episodes left, and we still have Family Day, a dumping, a Friendsgiving, all in one episode. Like, I don't know anymore realistically how much time we're even going to get of the families if we still have a whole Friendsgiving and a whole dumping. So I would hope that these next 2 episodes are an hour and a half minimum. That way we can have 30 minutes of family time and have, each islander spend time with their family. and us see it. And then the transition into the Friendsgiving and then the dumping. I think it's going to be very interesting moving forward. My hope is that Chris and Huda are at the bottom, given how Tuesday's episode fell through for them. And a lot of her fan following were not, well, I don't know about a lot, but a good portion of them were kind of now seeing like, okay, no, she is the problem. And so I hope that Iris and Pepe, that their fans kind of pulled through. I voted Iris and Pepe, but I did it strategically. I think that the top two couples that are going to be absolutely safe are Nicolandria and Brian and Amaya. I think that Ace and Shelly are kind of like in limbo for me. I think that they have a huge mass following given Ace's influencer status and Shelly's a model. I think that also because of the hate that the Huda fans have been giving Shelly, it just could go either way. I don't know. I think that it could go either way, and that's the reality. I think Iris and Huda are going to be at the bottom with Pepe, and I think Iris and Pepe are going to be at the bottom with Huda and Chris. So I do foresee that happening as the bottom two. I'm hoping that Iris and Pepe pull through. A lot of people, I kind of realized that in order to save the top three couples, which were Ace, Shelly, Nicolandria, Brian, and Amaya, forgot about Iris and Pepe. This is why I've been voting for Pepe and Iris all season long, because they are two of my favorite, like most favorite individuals and Islanders on the season. They're just so unproblematic, and I think that we needed that bit of fresh air from Islanders this season, given the kind of craziness that has been going on all summer. So I'm hoping that people had the same wavelength as I did and the same idea that we can't forget these people. If we're trying to push a couple out of the final four, we have to like give all four other couples a chance to win. And so I think that because people were trying to secure Ace and Shelly, Brian and Amaya and Nicolandria, that Iris and Beppe were kind of forgotten about. So I'm hoping and praying that we pulled through, enough people pulled through. But what are your predictions? I feel and I hope that we have a good episode length. I don't want another 57-minute, 58-minute, an hour long episode. I need an hour and a half. Okay. I need the last two episodes to be worth my watch. So the whole season has been kind of a bust and a flop. The least that producers could do is read Chris's face and pull through for America and send them packing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe. Go off. Let me know your predictions for the final four. Who is your favorite couple? And if you're a Huda defender, you can share your opinion respectfully in the comments, but don't come for me, okay? Do not come for me. I don't have the time for that today, okay? Happy Friday, guys.